Welcome to Fairytales for Reparenting, where we explore fairy tales for the lessons they offer for our reparenting journey. Today we're going to be looking at the fairy tale Money Star. Long ago there was a girl whose parents had died. She had no home, no bed, and no one to care for her. All she owned were the clothes that she wore and a small piece of bread in her hand. Though she had almost nothing, the girl was kind and trusting. With no one left to guide her, she walked into the open countryside, believing that somehow she would be okay. Soon, she met a poor man who said he was starving. Without hesitation, the girl gave him all the bread she had. "May God bless it," she said, and kept walking. Not long after, she met a child who was shivering in the cold. The girl removed her hood and placed it over the child's head and then continued on her way. A little further on, she met another child who had no jacket, and then another who had no dress. Each time, the girl gave away what she had, until almost nothing remained. At last, night fell as she entered a dark forest. One final child appeared, asking for a shirt. The girl paused, then thought, "No one can see me now," and she gave away even that. And as the girl stood there with nothing left at all, stars began to fall from the sky. They landed at her feet, not as light, but as silver coins. At that very moment, the girl found herself clothed again, this time in the finest of linen. She gathered the star money and from that day on, she had enough to take care of herself for the rest of her life. The Star Money is a fairy tale from the Grimm's collection, which was originally published in 1812. This story follows an orphan girl who has lost everything: her family, her home, and eventually, even her clothing. Yet, she continues to act with kindness and trust, even when it costs her dearly. At the moment when she has nothing left at all, the world responds. The stars fall with silver, or as silver rather, and she's given enough to live for the rest of her life. Rather than focusing on reward, the story quietly explores trust, vulnerability, and the relationship between inner worth and external safety. As we now look at the main themes. The first, inner worth exists even in total scarcity. The girl's value does not disappear when she loses everything she owns. Trust in life after abandonment. The story reflects the fragile courage of continuing forward after losing all support. Giving as an expression of being, not obligation. The girl gives freely, not to earn reward, but because it aligns with who she is. Emptiness is not the end of the story. When nothing else remains, something new can still arrive. Support can come after the darkest moment. The turning point happens only when the girl believes that she is completely alone. Safety is restored, not earned. The reward comes without bargaining, effort, or proof. Now, let's look at the reflection questions. Number 1. Where in my life have I felt like I had nothing left to give, and what happened next? Number 2. Do I confuse my worth with what I can provide or endure? Number 3. What would it feel like to trust that support could arrive without me earning it? And number 4, how do I treat myself when I am empty, tired, or in need? As always, thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue to spread the word.